Hello, First Press. Hey, I think I need to admit I think I'm probably a better interim senior pastor than I ever was a youth pastor. One year after, right after Halloween, I invited all the middle school boys to a big after Halloween pumpkin party. And unbeknownst to them, I had invited their fathers to rent paintball guns and to get the paintball masks and black trash bags. And they would meet us in a field out in the dark. And I gave the boys some story about who these men were that had lined up, and these boys were pretty afraid. They had no idea it was their own fathers, and so I got every one of us to pick up a pumpkin. And the whole plan of this game was to run down the field, try not to get hit by paintballs, and to drop off as many pumpkins as we could at the other end of the field. And these men were lined up with their paintball guns. And I said, guys, we're going to do this. It's going to be awesome. We can do it. We can make it. And they were all a little nervous, but I said, all right, listen, we just got to go for it on the count of three. And we all counted 1, 2, 3, and we took off running. And I was in the lead, and I was calling back to him, come on, keep going. We can do this. And as we got to the first dad with the paintball, I could hear the shots go, and all the other fathers started shooting. And somehow I felt like I was getting like an inordinate amount of shots fired at me. I was getting hit up and down. I didn't know why. Maybe they didn't want to shoot at their own sons. But I said, come on, we can make it. And I got all the way to the end of the field, and I dropped my pumpkin, and I turned around to celebrate with all the boys. None of them had followed me. They were still at the far end. And of course, they started laughing at me, and then we all started laughing. And they had been too afraid to follow, and they just stayed behind. And then they figured out who it was, their dads, and they all got to use the paint guns. We had a good time. Well, that story relates to Nehemiah chapter 5 and to our church. And I'll just have to invite you to wait until Sunday to see how that connection gets made. Whether you're online or live, I look forward to seeing you, and hope you have a couple good days between now and then.